Hottest team in the land coming through. Why would you ever leave Nike? They're the GOAT.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Baker out there with Thompson. And it's Eason in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Williams. Then it's Connect. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Doncic in at the point. And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, to win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
They've collectively taken MP's words to heart. You can see the purpose they're playing with, and you need that to succeed in a hostile environment. Otherwise, you start to show cracks, and in enemy territory, it's much more easily to exploit.
I'm now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Hey guys, these games have been a point of emphasis for MP and his team this season. When I asked him about playing on the road, MP told me it's all about toughness and grit. We're going to play hard no matter where we are. Kevin?
And they are a gritty bunch. David, thank you. Well, this season, Clark, is still very, very young. How much do you take away from these first handful of games of a season?
I think you take away quite a bit as a whole organization. You know, the front office execs are already thinking about how the team can do better, where they might be able to make moves to improve the squad, as are the coaches. So I think these games are important and valuable.
So it's the Rockets now. After Luka Doncic's miss, Baker kicks to Smith. Good on the three-point shot.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Reeves outside. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. The shot's good from Vanderbilt.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Şengün with a screen on Doncic. Baker passes to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
Working that pick and roll action superbly. Şengün knows exactly where he needs to be.
Reeves outside. And it's Connect in the corner. Thompson against Doncic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Luka very intentional in what he's doing here. He understands he's going to get hit, but he's seeking out that contact and playing right through it.
First team foul. At the line for Los Angeles, Luka Doncic. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Doncic. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. This pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all three levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Vanderbilt. It's up a 3. Rebound by Smith. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win. So we'll see how they handle things tonight.
Rockets are gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Inside, and Şengün throws it down.
Şengün finishing with authority. There you go, big fella. Make them feel you.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Doncic kicks to Williams. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Smith. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the Lakers with possession here after the miss from Baker. Really left alone that time. Doncic has got 6 points.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Here's Baker. Still scoreless. There's the drive. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Doncic. Reeves outside. Vanderbilt against Smith. Now here's Doncic, guarded closely. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. Şengün with the rebound. The Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Baker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
And he knocks down the first one.
Reeves continues to prove just how valuable he is. I mean, he's a guy that does a little bit of everything to help you win.
And it's tied up with that one.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
There's Baker. Last time out he had 38 points. Pass to Eason. There's Baker. Back to Eason. Smith with it. Houston moving it around. 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Thompson inside the line. Baker kicks to Şengün. Smith the pass to Baker. Now Eason. Knocks down the three ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lakers trail by 3. Outside, Williams shoots the 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
That one goes in.
Using that screen to create some space for himself. Really good move by Thompson.
Reeves outside. Passes to Reeves. Terrific assist. A nice.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Here's Baker. Hasn't made one yet. Down low. Doncic with the steal. Now the Lakers on the break. Pass to Williams. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Baker. Smith outside. Şengün with the ball. There's the lob to the hoop. Baker, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Exum, he's checked in for the Lakers. And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week. Rockets leading by 7. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Baker out there with Thompson. And it's Eason in at the small forward position.
Showcasing that vertical. Love seeing Thompson be assertive.
Pass to Hachimura. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Kick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And here is Şengün. Back to Baker. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Baker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. And Los Angeles guys shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Milton with it. Picked up by Thompson. Milton kicks to Hachimura. Doncic with it. He had 27 points last game. From outside, off the mark. Here's Baker. Screen by Smith. For 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the dunk by Eason.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Abaji. Hachimura with a screen on Smith. Here's Abaji. 11 points last game. Hachimura, no good. Here's Baker. Smith on the wing. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Out to Smith. Shoots. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Abaji the pass to Doncic. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The 17-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Doncic has got it back down to single digits for the Lakers.
Luka doesn't shoot a ton from the mid-range, but he's more than capable and effective when he does.
Baker passes to Şengün. Doncic right side. This one for three. Rebound by Smith.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Smith with a screen on Doncic. Houston moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. The Rockets again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Exum with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And it's Smith missing. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Rockets leading by 9. Screen by Şengün. Out to Smith. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 8 points.
And you must chase Smith off that three-point line or face the consequences.
Milton finds Doncic. Hachimura with a screen on Thompson. To the right side. Abaji the pass to Exum. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Abaji can't get it to go.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. Doncic outside. Over Thompson. Off the left rim and out.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Smith with a screen on Doncic. To the left wing. Here's Baker. To the wing right side. Eason. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Lakers trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Milton the pass to Doncic. Lets it go with a three. It's rebounded by Houston. Eason's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And again, the Lakers no good.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Eason's shot is good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's the Lakers.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Rockets, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Doncic finds Vanderbilt. Now Reed. Six to shoot. Williams up on top. Over Şengün. Los Angeles with another miss. And here are the Rockets. They're on a 15-4 run. Baker, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Outside Williams. The three for Doncic. The three ball from Doncic.
Well, the guard attributes on display there. Luka with one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
Here's Baker. Guarded by Doncic. Eason passes to Smith. Hits the target from 18 feet. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Whatever the defense gives, that's what it takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings. And that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And the Lakers making a change here. Milton's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Jabari Smith. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Thompson.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
So it's the Houston Rockets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
Oklahoma City hasn't been at full strength. They're without a crucial member of this team, Gildress Alexander. And the size and skill for his position makes him difficult to defend, and he does a great job of running the offense.
Tough to replace someone who brings so much versatility. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Houston Rockets.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in.
Remember those days pounded inside? Break your...
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Connect out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Williams. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Reeves in at the 2-guard. That's the Laker 5.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
There's Baker. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Vanderbilt. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Baker kicks to Şengün. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Şengün's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Rockets leading by 23. Thompson, a screen on Reeves. Houston moving it around. Here's Eason. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Now, Doncic, 11 points in the game. And they get it. The rebound by Baker. Baker's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Şengün with a screen on Reeves. Eason finds Smith. Here's Baker.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
And the Lakers call time here. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist on the night.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Eason, a screen on Doncic. From outside the arc, the rebound by the Lakers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Pass to Vanderbilt. Connect with it for the 3. Thompson with the rebound. There's Baker. The screen from Thompson. Baker passes to Thompson. Comes up empty down low.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's
to the top of the key, Eason. Pass to Reeves. Driving inside. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Here's Baker. Lays it up off the glass. Baker's got 8 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Williams finds Reeves. Doncic outside. Back to Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. He's got 18.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
In the corner, Smith with it. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Fantastic response from Smith Jr. Great poise and confidence on display there.
So the wing on the left. Vanderbilt kicks to Doncic. Williams, a screen on Thompson. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. The shot comes out. Houston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Smith on the wing. He's got 13. Pass to Şengün. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And here is Doncic. He's got 11. Connect. Tries again. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
He goes up again. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Houston gets it back. Here's Eason. And a miss there on the triple. Doncic with it. Now defended by Şengün. Pass to Vanderbilt. Reeves outside. Vanderbilt, a screen on Eason. Goes up on the wing. Reeves can't hit.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Thompson, another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Hey, when you look at Thompson, his physical attributes jump out at you right away. I mean, he is a freak athlete with tremendous upside.
Will it go? And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about that? Flying high, just setting that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Here's Baker. He's got 8. In the corner, Şengün with it. Houston moving the ball around. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Fires from deep. They get the rebound. Green, the pass to Smith. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Now Reeves. 20 points for him. Reeves with the screen on Thompson. The 3 for Doncic. It's rebounded by Houston. Baker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Smith wide open. He fires. Smith missing again. Reeves with it. Now defended by Şengün. Rejected by Baker. And so it looks like the Lakers will take possession here. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Shepard. Baker out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Chandler. And it's Landale in at the center position. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That's good on the jump shot.
How about the ferocity from him right there? This guy is relentless.
Here's Baker. Pass to Shepard. Launches it. Goes back up. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Williams, he's checked in for the Lakers. Cadet comes in for Dante Exum. Doncic dishes to Williams. Pass to Hachimura. Now, here's Doncic. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Baker. Chandler, the pass to Eason. Pass to Shepard. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Here's Connect. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. The Rockets shooting straight 49% from the field. There's Baker. Pass to Shepard. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Connect with it. Here's Doncic. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter. And for Houston, they're shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Offense not doing their best work of late. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Eason.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
The Lakers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Doncic. It's deflected. One-on-one here. Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
There's the pick. Baker passes to Shepard. The shot by Chandler, wide open. And another three for Houston.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Doncic finds Vanderbilt. And it's Connect in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now Eason. There's Baker. Just 5 on the clock. Williams with the steal. Doncic outside. Reeves outside. Pass to Connect. Williams with the ball. Now Vanderbilt from past the arc. The rebound by Baker. Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that. You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Yeah, put a little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
Here's Connect. Pass to Vanderbilt. And the three ball is good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Rockets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Baker. Misses the 3. On the wing, Reeves. He's guarded by Chandler. Reeves the pass to Williams. Looking to get back on track here. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
.34 seconds left in the fourth. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Here's Baker. Pass to Shepard. And finished off by Shepard.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Here's Baker. Over Williams. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
They really thought they had a chance tonight. 9 MP.
Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
What's up, MP?